very excited about it. That was very dramatic, wasn't it? Spiralling a little bit, which is daft. This could be absolute rubbish. Completely self-inflicted. That brings my total in 8 weeks to, which is alright, isn't it? In 28 days. That is me just finishing up editing the 4th video, which was filmed 3 weeks ago, so that's kind of just a little insight into like whereabouts I am. So I'm trying to catch up. I really want to get more on top, but it is also quite interesting and exciting for me when I'm looking back at 3 weeks ago, and even from then to now, how I feel, and you know, just generally how things are going. So when you're watching this one, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to get it posted today. My 2nd video and my 3rd video definitely got more attention and brought some of you to the channel. So I hope you're sticking around and I hope you're enjoying it. But anyway, it is Sunday. This morning I have been out for a walk/run. It was more of a walk today because my legs are so tired. My legs are always tired now. I've accepted that as part of trying to get fitter and healthier. But I have been out for a walk. Dave is back from work shortly. We've got our shopping delivery, and then we are going out for a game of badminton. It's a pretty nice start to a Sunday, to be honest. Maybe get started with prepping for Florida, because that is now 2 weeks away. 2 weeks today, we'll be driving up to Gatwick Airport. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to have some sunshine and a nice 10 days away. So I think I've made a mistake. Not a big one. That was very dramatic, wasn't it? Oh dear. Anyway. It is Tuesday, and so having taken my 4th 5mg shot on Saturday, it's then Sunday, let's say like 4 days of being on it, and in all honesty, like I feel like it would be time to go up to the next dose, which would make sense, because provided that the drug is working for you, any side effects are minimal and manageable, and you're happy, you can go up after every pen to the next level dose. So 2.5 to 5, and then 4 weeks later to 7.5. However, in the next 4 weeks, we are off to Florida for the best part of 10 days, 11 days with travel. And so a few weeks ago, when I was preparing to order my next pen, I was like, going up to 7.5 could be risky, just because, you know, with every dose you go up to, you don't know how you're gonna, you don't know what the side effects are gonna be like. And whilst I've had, in fairness, very minimal side effects on 2.5 and on 5mg, I didn't want to risk being away on holiday, having spent lots of money on both the holiday and the park tickets, and just be away, meant to be having a nice time and making lots of happy memories, and to then instead be miserable because I was either feeling nauseous or constipated or, you know, any of the other side effects. So I thought, I'll be safe. I'll be safe. I'll be sensible. I will stay on 5mg for my next pen. 5mg working well for me. The side effects I've had have been very small, even though at the time they kind of all stand out, and and at that moment it's like, oh no, is this a start of something more? The side effects have been really, really manageable, and up until this week, actually, the drug has been working quite well still. So still feeling like I've got a decent amount of appetite suppression, not maybe as strong as when I started, which is a bit odd because I started on a lesser dose. So I'm having to be a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more willpower and making good choices, rather than, during that first 4 weeks on 2.5, there were times that I was like, I would eat a bit and then just be completely full. Now, that's not so much the case, but I am being very active, so I'm burning a lot more calories, and I'm generally eating smaller portions anyway with very, very minimal snacking. Actually, the drugs even supporting me just to do that is still a blessing. So yeah, I thought, stay on 5 milligrams, don't go up, and then after the next pen, then I'll go up. But just for the last few days, I'm starting to think, oh, maybe actually going up would have been the better thing for sustaining good losses and continuing to feel the benefits of it. Now, I'm going to take the 5 milligram because it's been purchased, it's in the fridge, and I'm going to just stick with it because it is going to be because I feel like it's going to be the less risky move. And even if I have less suppression over the next 4 weeks, well, actually, I'm really looking forward to having some of the food we're going to have in Florida. You know, so a big part of our holidays is enjoying the different food and drink options. So, you know, I want to be able to enjoy it. The other part of it that does occur to me, and this might not be accurate. Hello, Harper. Come. Oh, okay. So the other part of this that just occurs to me, and it may or may not be like a correlation. This may be like completely not correlating, but just looks like it is. This is the first week that I have taken any of my shots in my stomach rather than in my thighs. So maybe that's got something to do with it. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe the two things are not related at all. So I think that from Saturday, for my next shot, I am going to go back to doing it in my thighs because I had no problem with injecting in my thighs whatsoever. And I guess it'll be interesting to see once I do that, does the following week feel any better or like more beneficial? Don't know. And if that was not enough to be thinking or wondering or questioning to do with Mounjaro, the other big thing that I've been trying to wrap my head around is just what I am going to do when we do go on holiday. We're away long enough that to not take my shot after the first 7 days would mean going 2 weeks then before the next one. I'm going to be honest, I am really enjoying the momentum and the feelings that I'm getting from being on Mounjaro in terms of my energy, my general mood, as well as the losing weight, as well as the feeling better in myself. And I just don't know that I want to like jeopardize that. And I know it's only 2 weeks, and if I just get that straight back on it when I come back, that'll be fine. But yeah, I do feel like the best thing for keeping me on track whilst being able to enjoy some bits whilst away is to take a shot whilst I'm there. But it's Florida, it's a 9-hour flight, plus we're going up the day before, so I know that the pens can be kept at room temperature or like under 30 degrees for the time they are used, and that's okay. I know I kind of have read and checked that out. My concern is for that amount of time for it to be in my case and then to come back as well afterwards. And you know, Florida could be quite warm, you know, it'll be kept in the fridge in the room, but even coming back, there's just a lot of opportunities for the pen and the medicine to get warmer and then become less effective. So I don't know, I don't really know. I have ordered from Amazon a travel insulin pen cooler thing. I'm doing this because it's not arrived yet. When it arrives I will show you, but I think I'm going to use that. It has like a freezer insert, and yeah, it will hopefully keep the pen cooled long enough that I can, or at least for a large part of a journey, before from going from fridge to fridge and then coming back. I don't know. I feel like I'm really overthinking this, and I'm really like spiraling a little bit, which is daft, but yeah, I'm replacing food noise with Mounjaro noise now. I just want no noise. I agree. That's what he said. Honestly, it is the most November-y August I think I can remember. It's just gone 6 a.m. I'm getting ready clearly to go up to the gym to go and do a Friday morning spin class. It's only 30 minutes today, so it's going to be fine. But it's so grey, and like it's one of those mornings where you could easily just roll over and think, oh, sack it off, have a bit more time in bed. And it's blowing an absolute gale out there. I'm almost at the end of my 4 weeks on 5 milligrams. Tomorrow will be when I'll weigh in and see how that has gone for me. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about the last 4 weeks. On the one hand, I'm really pleased with my exercise, with my diet, with all the things that should be in place are in place. I feel very good about it. I feel positive that tomorrow should be a good result and it will reflect the effort I'm putting in. At the same time, actually the Mounjaro effects are definitely not main character. They are definitely side character cameo roles. The positives of that being the actual side effects of these last 4 weeks have been next to nothing really. An odd headache, but then headaches happen without Mounjaro, and that's really been the only thing, and that's not even been a weekly occurrence. But appetite is definitely back more. Reduction in food noise is wearing off. If I compare right now to week 1, week 2, week 3, it's a very different experience, and it's a bit strange, but sticking with it, because also I don't think I'm going to be on this drug forever. And so actually, whilst I'm losing weight, whilst I'm putting those good habits and exercise and things into place, I need to be working on my willpower and my ability to say no. So actually, if 5 days a week that's easier, and a couple of days a week I'm putting more of the effort in, I'm okay with that. So this has just arrived from Amazon, and I'm obviously paid for myself. That sounded far too much like somebody was sending me something, which they're not. No one does. Anyway, I bought this on Amazon and it's just been delivered. This is the cure to all of my Florida Mounjaro worries, because this is a medicine cooler designed for a single insulin pen or similar pens such as a Mounjaro pen. So this will go in my case, but in here we've got a freezer bit, so that will always get frozen beforehand. And it says you place it, put the cold storage bottle in the freezer and freeze for 6 to 8 hours. Take it out and place it in the air for 5 to 15 minutes. I'll almost certainly forget that step. When you put this in the bottle, when you put your medicine in, it does say don't open or eat, just in case you're tempted. But so this will go in there, the pen then goes in there, seals it up, and it's just like a thermos flask, I guess. But with that cold gel, cold insert, should keep it cool temperatures. I think it says for 16 hours, which isn't exactly perfect. That doesn't cover the whole journey because we are going to Gatwick on Sunday. But my thinking is the pen can go in here when we leave home. I'll get to Gatwick and put this in the fridge in the room because we're staying at the hotel at Gatwick overnight. We fly then on Monday. But even still, as long as I resist opening it and playing around, it should still keep it cool enough. And at least then once I get to Florida, this and the pen can then go in the fridge again, and then it's minimised it a lot. So I haven't used it yet. This could be absolute rubbish, but hopefully this will work, and that means that I can take one of my pens with me, so that on my normal injection day, which is a Saturday, whilst in Florida, I'll be able to take a shot rather than missing it, and then having a longer period without taking it, and potentially having to deal with side effects then of having a bigger gap when I take my next one. So I can't remember how much I paid for this. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I will find the link to it on Amazon UK, and I'll put that in the description, and I'll pin a comment as well, because I was hunting around and there are lots of different medicine containers. There are some that have built-in thermometers, so you can measure, you can track the temperature, but they didn't seem to be as effective. I think a lot of them are like cloth based, whereas this is metal, so obviously when it's cooled and it's cold, it's going to stay colder for longer. So this is what I went with. I hope the TSA or security at the airport don't like start digging into it and asking what it is in my case. I'm sure they won't. If they do, I'll be like, it's my fatty medicine. I am, so it's Friday afternoon, I'm still meant to be working. I will go back to that in a bit, I promise. I am feeling very hungry. I did spin this morning, that always gets my appetite up a bit. But it is also like the last day of 4 weeks of 5 milligrams. So tomorrow is shot day, and I'm really feeling it today. No side effects, no problems, but just the effectiveness and the strength is definitely less. So today it's all about the willpower. Right, back to work. Yes, I'm wearing the same t-shirt as yesterday. We are going out to play some badminton later this morning. I'll be getting changed anyway, so just chuck this on. I'm also making the most of this t-shirt because it's one of my favourite t-shirts, and it's getting a bit big. So I think it's still okay for now, but I don't think it's going to last much longer. That is of course a good thing as well. So this morning I've been feeling a little bit delicate and a little bit unsettled in my tummy, completely self-inflicted, because yesterday I had to nip over into town to grab to collect a new shirt that I'd ordered online from M&S, which makes me feel really old, but I like it, it's nice. But in going to M&S, I could hear their little oinking calling to me, and a few packets of Percy Pigs did fall into the basket. And that is the first bit of impulsive food shopping that I've done since starting Mounjaro. I knew that yesterday there was more chance that I would go off the rails, and I didn't go off the rails. I'm not getting myself up. That sounds very dramatic. But we did, both of us enjoyed a whole packet of Percy Pigs each after dinner tomorrow. After dinner yesterday. Tomorrow. Oh my god. Now I still ended the day in a calorie deficit, having gone to spin in the morning and got my 10,000 steps in, and having had small meals and low calorie meals throughout the day. So I'm not massively worried about that, but I think just the amount of sugar and just all of that in one go is still sat in my stomach a little bit heavy. However, I did weigh in this morning, and in the last 4 weeks since going up to 5 milligrams on Mounjaro, I have lost a total of 17 pounds. Which is alright, isn't it? In 28 days, 17 pounds. That brings my total in 8 weeks to 47 pounds. And that means if I lose 3 pounds in the next week, then I can say I have lost 50 pounds in 2 months. That is significant, and that is something that I most definitely would not have achieved, able to do without this Mounjaro. So I'm very happy. So come back next time to see if I will hit that 50 pound milestone. Even if I don't, I'm over the moon. But it would be nice, wouldn't it?